What do you get when you cross a character from Supernatural with a character from the original / The Vampire Diaries and Robin Hood? You get this episode of Charmed. Hello everyone, it's Liam Caddison here. Links, of course, for this episode of Charmed, episode 14 of season 7, in the description and the comment section below. Go check it out. Go comment on this particular video and leave your thoughts, because like I said, I mean, there were quite a few characters or a few actors, should I say, that appeared in this episode that I recognized, so it was quite the doozy of an episode, but it was quite the episode as well. The introduction of someone that I guess should have stayed longer, in my opinion, but I guess that might be up for debate for some people. But I liked him, so yeah. But yeah, like I said, it was quite the episode, so go and check out my reaction. Of course, you could check out my full reaction to not just this episode, but I've just posted episode 5 of season 8 of Charmed. Also, because I keep forgetting, because I'm an idiot, also check in the comments below the Charmed replacement poll that I have running up until I think it's February, when I got to start making plans for what will come after Charmed, because as I've said, I'm on season 8, the final season, so yeah, stuff has got to be planned in terms of what is going to come next after Charmed. So don't just watch my reaction in the link below, but also vote, because there's some choices that might be of interest for you, but also choices that are not on the poll, which you can vote for, of course, or add to the vote, should I say. So but yeah, I'll make sure to include the Charmed replacement poll every week up until I guess the vote closes. So yeah, but yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and until the next time, toodles. It's a situation of be careful what you wish for, because you saw Drake. I mean, even his first seconds, it was just a great entrance, wasn't it? Because he just came in on his bike and was like, "Hi, how do you do?" So yeah, but yeah, just based on his whole personality, the way that he was able to analyze what was going on with the Charmed ones, and just his flair, really, especially when it came to his abilities and, you know, his abilities to glamour, I guess, or you know, put on a filter, really, for the Charmed ones, and himself as well with the whole Robin Hood thing. It was just really, really amazing. It had you wanting him more, I would say. I don't know about anyone else, but I was just, you know, in awe, and you know, he just had a great charisma about himself. He was just very enjoyable, and there have been, you know, quite a few times, I guess even on Charmed, for example, where you have characters who, you know, you don't know if they're going to be a character that's going to appear every so often, or if it's just going to be a one-time thing, and you kind of want them back for more, because you just enjoy their presence so much, but you just don't know if they're doing a one-and-done deal, or if they're going to be occurring for a couple of episodes. And here's the thing: thankfully, with Drake, you're able to get that. Problem being, yeah. But it was such a last-minute drop as well, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So, yeah, and it's just sad. So, it's sad for Phoebe as well, because I think there was a tease, a little spark between the pair, right? See, and it wouldn't really gel well if it was like him and Paige, right? So considering Paige is still dealing with Kyle's loss, but for Phoebe, who as you know, there is that sense of disheartened for Phoebe. There was that chance again, right? For her to, because she saw Utopia, she saw her having a little girl and all of that. The father figure was absent in the vision, of course. There lies the mystique. But and I really, really love that scene where he was able to see what's plaguing the Charmed Ones, based on what happened with the Avatars. And one of the predicaments was Phoebe was disheartened because of the fact that she saw she had a little girl, and that's in her mind that's been taken away. So, and I do get it as well, because it's like, having a dream, for example, and you really, really love that dream. You wake up and you're absolutely distraught because you can't live out that dream. So, yeah. Me hugging Karen Gillan again. No, but in all seriousness, it is like that situation, isn't it? Where you have that dream, and you wake up, and you want to go back to that dream, in a sense. And, with Phoebe, there is going to be this disheartened state that she's in because of the fact that she thought that with Utopia would come the prospect that she would be a mother, thus finding someone. And, the door's still open, isn't it? And, she thought, okay, I can hit things off with this Drake. He seems nice. And, obviously there was the whole situation that he was an ex-demon and all of that. He was. The thing is, though, he was very upfront about who he was and all of that, and it was just really, really nice to see that he didn't have anything devious planned and all of that. It was just the sorcerer trying to bring out the demon in him. So, yeah, and. Yeah, with Phoebe, I think there was that notion in her head that maybe there was a chance, like, especially with some of the looks that they gave each other, but also, of course, the whole Marion and Robin Hood thing, right? So, yeah, really loved, by the way, really, really loved the Robin Hood dynamic that was thrown into this. Wouldn't be the first time, of course, that we've delved with something on that level, of course, where you're bringing in the likes of Robin Hood into this. So, yeah. But they did it in such a unique way, of course, because of the abilities of Drake. And, of course, the complication in terms of the sorcerer trying to get to Drake in the first place. And because he got interrupted, that kind of created a bit of a glitch, I would say. So, yeah, but it was just really, really wild. Like, especially when he went to that, bank area and all of that, and how he was rallying the people who were screwed over. So it was just really, really great. And then, of course, when he just got the armored truck, it was just really great. But for Phoebe, there was this chance, wasn't there? And with that bombshell drop at the end, it's just like another shatter to the heart, I would say, because that's it, though. You're gonna have Phoebe feel like, okay, well, maybe I've got to, maybe I can have a chance, right? So, but now with that drop, there is the hope that you could have a fix for 2 weeks, but I don't think there's going to be a fix whatsoever. I think that's going to be Phoebe's pursuit to make sure that there is going to be a, like, with the fact that he shouldn't have to die and all of that, with this kind of caveat of being human, right? Oh, but you've only got a year, and then that's it. So, yeah. But I want to wish Phoebe the best, because I think she's going to try and find a way, but it's... Yeah, so... But, yeah. But like I said, I really, really loved the fact that he was able to have moments with all of the Charmed Ones, really. Because even Piper... she was hell-bent on vanquishing a human, so that did seem a bit off, didn't it? So... it was just very, very interesting with her wanting to vanquish Drake. He did have abilities and all of that matching to a demon, but he was wanting to make sure that he didn't use them, etc. He wanted to be human. He wanted to have empathy and all of that. So, yeah. And it was just very, very... I mean, I feel like with Piper, she's in a bit of a rocky place at the minute. Because even Drake was able to see that she's just closed off with the prospect that she's expecting, especially with the elders having a death sentence hovering above Leo, funnily enough, given the fact that, you know, he's already dead, but you get the idea. There is that just anticipation, isn't there, that Leo's going to be stripped away from Piper and Wyatt and Chris. So, and there is going to be no happiness really for Piper. So, again, rocky place really. So, it just seems very, very interesting to have that like idea that she was ready to vanquish him. So, yeah, even if he was a human with demon abilities, that was good enough for Piper to come to the resolution of vanquishing him. So, yeah, I wasn't sure about that one, but I do find it very, very sad, really, with Piper in this whole situation that she is so expectant to see Leo taken away from her. So, yeah. And even Leo had to make his plea, of course, to the two elders on the bridge. Well, one of them was being a mediator. The other one, the guy, he was like he wanted Leo to be dealt with swiftly. But you've got her basically. You've got the woman White Lighter basically in Leo's corner, trying to like do him justice and all of that. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it was just really, really you know, great stuff. So yeah, I am really loving though what they are doing with some of the, I guess, demonic presences in this season. Because even Zanku is a very, very interesting character. But you just got to think with Kira and Drake. I know Drake is more human now than demon, but he still was aligned to you know, the ties of being a demon and all of that. But they're doing a really... I feel like with Season 7, I feel like what the writers are doing in terms of, like, having some interest in regards to the demon, they've done a really, really good job because, you know, Drake has a very, very great story to him. And, again, he was very upfront about the fact that he was a demon, and didn't really want to show any kind of ill will whatsoever. There was this whole fascination when it came to humanity and certain sentiments that he did echo. But I'm just thinking back to Kira about how she wanted that humanity as well. She yearned for it so much. And again, it's just like, it's just been a very, very interesting season when it comes to conceptualizing certain demons, really. So yeah, of course you want like, I deep down wanted Kira to stay more than, you know, just the fact that, well, Kira's a very interesting character, so like, but considering it was Charisma Carpenter as well, like there was a little bit of a bias there. But I feel like if you had you know, anyone else who's charismatic, I guess, in that role, I'd still want to see them stick around, just because it's just been very, very interesting and you know, brilliant writing to have certain people who have been tied to the underworld, I guess, try to attain that humanity, really. So yeah, and here we are with Drake, who ex-demon, now wanting to embrace that humanity, but there is that tragedy that he's going to be dead within a couple of weeks. So yeah, but Yeah, and I also really did love, following what Drake said to Paige as well about where she is going. I did really, really love the rut she was in. Like those that, like, I mean, to be fair, I feel like with Paige and her entire story, there have been strands of self-doubt scattered throughout her story. It's not that, because I do believe this is not the first time she's had a lack of faith in herself and all of that. But yeah, obviously, given what happened, especially with Brody and all of that, she's gonna be feeling a bit of she's gonna be feeling a little lost, isn't she? So, but I was glad that she was able to try to move forward, like especially when it came to finding Miss Donovan and all of that, and trying to find where she is at before, of course, Drake caused so much chaos. I was glad that she was able to try and stand on her own 2 feet. So yeah. So yeah, but it was really, really great. It was great to see like the sorcerer as well, just because you had Sebastian play him, of course, who Michael in the Vampire Diaries, and not just that though, but Balthazar in Supernatural. I just like lean heavily more towards the supernatural element in terms of this episode, just because you had Kurt Fuller in this as well, because he played that prick, that dickhead, that asshole known as Zachariah, and he was just formidable there. So yeah. So the little joke about, well, Misha Collins needs to come back, considering he was in that one episode, and I'm still pissed off that he never got to stay. Oh man, maybe I was just being a bit too greedy because, hey, it's Castiel. Wait, it's Castiel. So oh man, but yeah, there was also Sheridan back, and Daryl. Yeah, poor Daryl. Just when he thought he could get out, he's back in again after, like, essentially babysitting Sheridan so she doesn't remember anything, really, because of what Brody did. I mean, putting her in a coma in the first place, yeah. But he was able to try and, I guess, make it up to her, but to not put the charmed ones at risk, because obviously if she woke up with her memories intact, this would have been an entirely different episode. So yeah, but obviously that cape that's gonna get unveiled, that wall, isn't it? So yeah, and then she's gonna remember again, and then she's gonna hit the fan. So yeah. But yeah, really, really fun episode. Really enjoyed it. Very good stuff. Loved it. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I will see you guys next time. Toodles!